upfield.
Complete to Travis Kelce. It's a gain of 63 yards. First down, Chiefs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And he hits Drake. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. And this is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
On the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Drake. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
We got 4. We got 4. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Shotgun now for Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Cardinals nothing.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On the carry. Willie Gay.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 27, Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
And 2.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Buying time to his left. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs, but Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of them?
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Cardinals nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
Being chased out left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise. Just by how it's gone down, how about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2, he only got 1, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mahomes' pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
You got nothing. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, come on now. Come on.
Throwing to start the drive. Drake. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.